like I lost it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. All right, a chance to check out stats for Miles McBride.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Jackson Hayes is out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Johnson in at the 1. And for the Knicks, they've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Grant.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
If Brunson gets space from beyond the arc, expect him to let it fly.
Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Whoa. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Hayes with a screen. Johnson passes to Hayes. Doubled by Towns. Back to Bull. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Misses the 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Now here's Brunson. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Shots good by Towns.
And just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's New York with a rebound.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite 3-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best 3-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
And New York has possession after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Pass to Durant for 3, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Bobby Portis has checked in for Bull. Here's Brunson. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Brunson's got 8. So it's Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. It's Johnson. Oh, kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
An aggressive pump fake move by Brunson, pulling the defender in close.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Back to you guys.
Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Bagley's checked in for New York. Kolek comes in for Brunson. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They lead by 4. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
They won both of their meetings last season. You love to pull that off against another powerhouse.
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 16. Hayes misses. To the inside. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Beal finds Johnson. Out to Portis. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Caldwell Pope's checked in for the Clippers. Russell Westbrook comes in for Beal. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Excellent release in the pick and roll that time by Durant. He's developed a nice feel for the game.
1 second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so for the Clippers. Mole, he's checked in for Portis. Bradley Beal comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Johnson in for Rollins. Draymond Green is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Towns passes to Brunson. Green with a screen on Beal. Shot clock at 3. Here's Brunson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here he goes. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thanks, BA. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They make a big-time move getting Klay Thompson Their front office prioritized shooting and championship experience. Klay Thompson brings you both, and sources tell me Thompson cannot wait to get going with his new team.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
It's Johnson with a drive, and stolen by Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Oh, rejected by Beal. Pass to Westbrook. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Brunson with the bucket.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
New York making a switch here. Green is checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Durant in for Russell Westbrook. Johnson against Brunson. Brunson takes it himself. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 24 points.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Johnson for 3. Hart pulls it in.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
And that one's good. Brunson.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pure from 3-point range. And that's 28 points for Jay.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Drops in the layup for 2. Give him 30.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 13. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much, fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Wrong. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
Talk about an unselfish superstar. Klay Thompson with great individual traits, but he's all about the team. He could force things, but instead he chooses to pick his spots, and he gets the points in the flow of the offense.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the New York Knicks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Bull out there with Hayes. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Johnson. And it's Beal in a shooting guard. Shots good by Hart and Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards. Defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Brunson, rebound by the Clippers. Hayes with a screen on Brunson. Here's Johnson. Again, the Clippers score.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Brunson passes to Hart. Towns, left side. Over Hayes. Towns can't get it to go.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
Johnson passes to Durant. He drops it from range. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So for the Clippers, Caldwell Pope's checked in for Kevin Durant, and it's Lou Dort in for Beal. Here's Anunoby. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Hart from long range drops in the three. Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. When Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
Johnson with a bucket.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Pass to Johnson. And Los Angeles, another three.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Dort for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Bridges misses. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Brunson. The bank shot, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Talking about KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He gives your team a veteran presence, Clark.
Yeah, battle-tested. He's a champion, tough-minded. You know what you're going to get from him. He's physical. He makes shots. I mean, all of that is value added when you talk about KCP. You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do.
So for the Clippers, Adams checked in for Hayes. Kevin Durant comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Beal in for Dort. Johnson passes to Adams. And stolen by Bagley. Brunson against Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
It's Johnson with a drive. For three, Durant. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Guys, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's McBride. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. Los Angeles leading by 21.
Clippers lead 82.
Johnson on the wing. Brunson defending. Johnson passes to Beal. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And what an answer from Beal. Love seeing him sink the triple.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Green with a screen on Beal. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brunson. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Brunson's got 33.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also...
Oh! Wow.
Get out
Come
of the way!
with authority. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And welcome. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Johnson.
What you say?
Wow.
My goodness. Come on now. You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Reading the defense well that time. Brunson just rises and fires.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the...
Oh, my goodness!
Powered it home!
Did you see it?
Redunculous!
What a
Bringing
finish.
the house down!
Brunson, a good look. And it's New York scoring again.
And the thing that makes Brunson so tough is any amount of space is too much space for him. He doesn't need much to do his damage.
Westbrook outside. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Bull.
With Bull's wingspan, you will not find a higher percentage play.
New York has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are 2 major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Hart with a screen on Johnson. Here's Brunson.
Yeah, nice defensive effort there from Beal. As a leader, that's how you inspire the rest of your team.
Johnson passes to Hayes. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Back to Brunson. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Brunson with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hayes with a screen on Towns. Fires it from 18. Yet another bucket.
Well, he's been firing on all cylinders, and the defense just helpless to keep up.
And this gives him the 3rd most 50-point games in league history. That's some elite company.
Yeah, sitting between Jordan and Kobe. And when those are your peers, you're doing all right. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jay.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
And stolen by Bridges. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this was all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, you know, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.